It's time for the PWCC live weekly auction, and guys, this week is a big one. It is their biggest weekly auction to date with over 6,800 Pokemon items. It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be really good.
I've got my co-host Dean here with me this evening. It is bright in here. It's not normally this bright. I might have to adjust the lighting a bit. Welcome in, guys. If you want to follow along with us and actually look at some items, bid on some items yourself, you can do so. The link for the live weekly auction this week is pinned at the top of the live chat. Thank you very much, Green Tea. It's week 61, as you can see. So, are we ready for this evening?
We got so much stuff to look at.
We have, because last week, so there was a bit of a blip last week. We didn't realise that the clocks had changed in the States, but they don't change here till next week. Hence why we're live at the earlier time of 1 a.m. UK time until next week, where we'll go back and it will be 2 a.m.
UK time.
Because last week we went live and extended.
It was like jumping in the deep end of a swimming pool.
I was like,
we were right in the extended
what's going on
bidding.
with the timer? What's happened to the time? So yeah, that happened last week, but we're on time this week. We know what we're doing. I got my hoodie on. I might get a bit warm in this, but we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, we did have a little peek ahead from last week to this week just to see what was coming up. Gold stars, booster boxes, EX cards. Honestly, some huge items, and there's already some items that are like above and beyond where prices. I thought they would be. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to get right into it, but I'm going to give a few of you guys a shout out this evening. We got Green Tea, we got Daniel, we got Carlos, Kerry, Harmon, Viltrum, Frank. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you are doing well. Okay, I am just going to very, very quickly adjust the lighting, because my lovely co-host Dean has been in here streaming, and that's so much better. That's better.
Yeah? Is that good?
That is much better. Okay, so we're going to go straight to the screen and we're going to have a little look and see what is running tonight. Okay, there we are. So everyone who has been watching with us now, this is episode 8. We've been doing this, so it's not been 8 consecutive weeks because we were away for a couple of weeks, but it has been 8 weeks we've been running this now. And as you can see, this is what the auction screen looks like. Now, throughout this, we will have a little look about how it all works, and I'll take you all through that. But we're going to start off right at the top here. And oh my gosh, we're going to look at that quickly, but here's just a little peek. As you can see, some really, really big cards on page 1. I mean, already we're at like 15.25 at the last item on page 1, which is crazy. So I'm going to go all the way back up to the top. So there it is, weekly auction. We've scrolled down here. I've filtered it to this week. We've gone highest to lowest as always. Now, this right here is an incredible card. It is the Celebi EX from EX Unseen Forces. Now, it is low pop and it is very sought after. However, currently at $9,000, that's a little bit above where I thought it would be. I've actually got the details on the pop here for you guys for a few of these that we're looking at this evening. So this particular one here is pop 26. So Celebi EX. So yeah, very low pop. But what do we think? $9,000. I knew it was a big card. I will say that. I knew it was a very, very big card, but still with an hour to go, when I clicked this earlier, I was like, am I seeing things?
Yeah, you wouldn't expect it to definitely go up when there's still an hour to go, which gives it room to have more bids, and it's going to be really interesting to see what it actually ends on. But like you said, $9,000. Obviously, it is pop. It's low pop, sorry, but it's not an iconic card, as you'd say. I mean, like, obviously, like comparing to your Charizard, your Lugias from Neo Genesis and that sort of thing. Yeah. There's a lot of really good EX cards. Maybe it's just because it's quite low pop
that it's able to hold such a high value and such interest. So this one also, I noticed, is actually really, really newly graded at PSA. We got a 70 million cert number here. And I've noticed this with a few of the cards up this evening, that a lot of them are pretty much fresh back from PSA. And I did have a little peek to next week as well. And there's some big cards again that again have just literally arrived back from PSA. So interesting. But yeah, this one we are going to keep an eye on this evening because I am very, very intrigued to see where this one goes. So currently, with 48 minutes to go until all access extended bidding, it's sitting at $9,000. Now, just a reminder, the extended bidding changed a few weeks ago. Normally or previously, you had to place a bid on your item or on any item before extended bidding started to be able to then bid in the extended bidding period window. Now you can bid whenever, literally until the last second, even if you haven't placed a bid on it prior to the extended bidding period. So yeah, it keeps it a little bit fun. Love the old EX cards. They're unbeaten. I mean, they are incredible. Let's just take a look. Don't get me wrong. That hollow border, I think they're incredible. But yeah, I was a little bit taken aback at that price already.
I think that anyone that maybe grew up with EX cards and these sort of cards, or just are real big fans of them, are going to really enjoy the promo cards for Scarlet and Violet because they have similar borders.
Yes, I saw something about that,
pattern. So yeah, if you guys are into the old cards, it may be worth checking out the new Scarlet and Violet sets that are coming out because the promo cards are going to have pretty similar borders. Obviously, we're now moving to silver borders.
Yeah, permanently.
Yeah, I mean, we actually got to see them in person this weekend. So we went to a pre-release event, and they actually look really nice. I know us people that grew up on base set and all the What's the era, obviously, has been yellow borders since literally this new set coming out. But I actually don't mind it. I don't mind the change at all.
I don't either. I've said that to people. I think there are some points you get to where change is good. I mean, I know it can be hard, and with something like that, like you say, all we've been used to is, however, you have got to think, like, for example, our alt arts, our full arts do have silver borders, so we've had like that little bit of a taste in English with it. Obviously Japanese have got the silver borders, but yeah, I'm ready for it.
I am too. What's up, Go Pauls? How you doing, bro? I saw Kerry say, does newer cards hold more value, or newer certs hold more value, or doesn't cert numbers really matter? I think it's almost personal opinion because there is some older certs when you look at them and you're like, how did that get a 10? But then again, it's the same with newer certs. I literally own a PSA 10 alt art card, and it literally shouldn't be a 10. Like, the centering is very, very, very off, and it got a PSA 10. So I think there's like a unspoken myth of people thinking that newer certs are kind of like graded better, but
it really isn't the case.
Yeah, it's the same all across the board.
You know, you need to, if you're buying the card, say as a PSA 10, and you want it to be the most perfect PSA 10 there can be, you just have to pay attention basically when you're purchasing these things. But they do give you the scans there. Radar, welcome in. How are we doing? Thank you for being here.
What's up, Radar?
Appreciate you. So we're going to leave Celebi open because we want to go back to that one. Next up, we have got a go verifying your humanness. I promise I'm human. I promise I am. Right, okay, next up, we have got the Gold Star Gyarados from the EX set Holland Phantoms in a PSA 10, currently sitting at $8,750. Beautiful card. We've all opened Holland Phantoms in this room. And we haven't pulled a Gold Star.
And shout out Radar, who pulled Gold Star Mewtwo.
Yes.
I had to watch that clip back because that's absolutely
We need
epic.
some of that luck. So this card in particular here, pop 34 in a PSA 10. Again, nice low pop there. I don't think from the time that we've been streaming the live weekly auctions, we've seen a Gyarados in a 10 up for grabs. I think we've had Gold Star Gyarados, but I don't think there has been.
I do remember there being one.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a copy in a 10 yet. So this is a beauty right here. Guys, let me know, what is your favourite Gold Star? If you had to pick, and you had to pick one, now there are lots up this evening, so you're going to see them. What would be your favourite Gold Star? It's
a toss-up between Mewtwo and Charizard. Charizard's my favourite Pokemon, but the Mewtwo one is so nice.
I was going to say, I really love Gold Star Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Like I said, we've all opened Holland Phantoms. I've even had Holland Phantoms packs in a live break before that I purchased when Rev did his box. And
you got a decent hit though.
Yeah, I did. But there's nothing like praying for that Gold Star, and it doesn't happen. There was no Gold Star in the box that I bought from, so
me and Frank saw someone open on Instagram 3 packs from a tin. One was one Holland Phantoms? It wasn't, was it? It was Deoxys, Unseen Forces, and what was the third one? And the other Delta Species. Got 2 gold stars in 3 packs. In 1 triple blister.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's
like
crazy.
that. I mean, I was going to say it doesn't happen. Obviously, it does occasionally, but that's a wild one. Mewtwo all day.
Yeah.
Alakazam.
The Mewtwo's sick. I saw Radar says he still gets chills. I can't believe like that. That's like my new. Obviously, because what we do, we open a lot of packs and like. For me, nothing beats opening up a vintage pack, but now we've done it quite a bit. Like, it still is amazing, but for me, I now want to pull a gold star. Like, that's my new itch.
It would be insane.
That's my new thing.
It's going to be an expensive itch to scratch, I can tell you that one. Play Promo Umbreon and Espeon are in another class, though. Also, totally agree with that. Beautiful
we saw that
cards.
At Collecticon, didn't we?
Yes, we did. It was in the room with us when we did the expedition break. Yeah. So yeah, there's some beautiful gold stars, and like I said, there's quite a lot in tonight's auction, so we can keep an eye on those. I am again going to leave this one open, interested to see where this one goes. Okay, so also this week we have got a booster box up. So talking about looking ahead to next week, I think there's Fossil 2 or 3 base boxes. I think there's something else as well. I can't remember. I think it looks like this week there is just this one WotC booster box. And this is first edition Fossil right here. Now, with PWCC, and again, I know we talk about this every time, but just in case you're new here, with WotC boxes, Wizards of the Coast boxes, in case you're wondering what we mean by that, they open the boxes to authenticate them. And what they do is they film the entire process of that happening. The boxes are then tamper sealed back up, as you can see on the images here. There's a tamper seal on the bottom there, tamper seal, 4 tamper seals, sorry, on the front. This is the video of it. Starting sealed, being open, and then tamper sealed, and then the 2 images you get are the box tamper sealed. What they do is they take all of the packs out from inside the box, and it's basically peace of mind for them that they're selling an authentic item, and then peace of mind for you guys that what you're purchasing, you're fully aware of its contents and its authenticity. So there it is, being cut open. The surgery is happening, as I like to call it. And yeah, it gets all taken out. I will just leave this running, so if you haven't seen this part before, you guys can see what is going on here. Opening packs like that with your friends is an unbeatable feeling. Yeah,
100%.
So I feel like it doesn't happen often, especially with what we do. We're not really opening packs for ourselves a lot of the time. We have gone a bit wild recently.
Well, when we go to America, we usually like to do a bit of a D-Gen night. And I get second. I don't even collect WWE. Chloe collects wrestling, WWE cards, and I get
$700. Yeah,
I get like second-hand enjoyment watching her open up and getting gassed about pulling like autos and stuff like that. I don't even collect it, but like we enjoy that. That's a cool.
That's
time.
our like downtime
when we open stuff like that.
I've still got 2 Chronicles boxes sealed upstairs. I haven't opened. No.
Damn.
Yeah, I went ham. I just picked up boxes that I can't get here in the UK, first of all. And also, I don't sit here when I'm at, home working every week. I don't sit here and have a night where I just open stuff. Yeah. So that is kind of like, I think maybe why we get so excited about it, especially when we're away. It's our one chance. Like, we might have an evening where we're not going out or doing something. We're like, right, let's just chill and let's just...
Yeah.
Let's really enjoy the hobby for ourselves. Something that, like, don't get me wrong, we're really lucky we get to do this as a job. Obviously, we're opening packs for you guys a lot of the times, and even though it's crazy and fun, it is fun to open for yourself as well.
And just doing it without like having to think that there's
no pressure. There's no camera.
But the other thing is that the problem I'm having at the moment is there's nothing I want to open that isn't just extremely expensive.
So we were in this card shop that we go to pretty much every time. It's a local shop from where my family live out there, and obviously I was buying WWE. The butler didn't buy anything. I think he was going to get an NFL box, but did you get a box in the end?
I don't think you did you?
Butler? No, he didn't. Anyway, Dean was he got the Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, that was a bad
decision.
Dean
was absolutely, like, pacing around the shop being like, but I want to open something for myself. I was like, well, what do you want? And you just couldn't.
I couldn't find anything.
There was nothing that, and again, it's,
It's because I've pulled all my chase cards from like Silver Tempest, Astral Radiance, and all that sort of thing.
And if you've completed sets as well, you don't need to, which is understandable. You don't want to open for the sake of it, but obviously WWE is something I don't open on camera or even do videos of, really. So that's my downtime, ripping and having fun. So as you can see here, the box is being it's been emptied now. All the packs have been shown. They also show that the packs themselves are sealed. Again, fronts and backs on all the packs, they get all put back in, and then the box gets tamper sealed up. So currently sitting at 8250. Now, when we first started doing these streams, we had a bit of a discussion as to whether does opening the seal of the box and re-tamper seal it back up affect the value, because obviously it's not a factory seal box anymore. What we've noticed is no, basically, and this is where the whole ripping and shipping
comes into
side
play.
of the hobby maybe comes into play. A lot of people who purchase these boxes, especially when it comes to what see like base, jungle, fossil, rocket, base 2, etc., a lot of time they're being opened, and the packs are being opened, so it doesn't tend to affect it. When we saw the EX boxes, they weren't opened, they were sealed when they were sold on here. They're not boxes that people are necessarily open and ripping by the hundreds, whereas a lot of these type of boxes you see sort of these sort of box breaks every week on several different platforms. So it's not really looking like it's affecting the price at all that we've seen so far. Maybe one week it will go up and down, but as of right now, it's pretty normal. It's pretty normal. That we'll leave that one open just so we can keep an eye on that as well. Okay, talking about gold stars, next up we have this CGC Pristine 10 Gold Star Espeon from Pop Series 5. Now this is Pop 1 of 1. Is there anything you notice about this card that you would personally, or this slab, that if it was yours you would have done differently?
Maybe get subgrades.
Yeah, that was the one thing I noticed. So with CGC and Beckett, you can get something called subgrades where they break it down for you. Basically, you get your corners, your surface, your edges, and your centering, and that's basically a breakdown of how the card is graded, and then how they come to the overall grade. PSA don't offer that; they never have done. But CGC and Beckett, it's something you can have on the label.
Yeah.
So this one right here, no subgrades at all. Pristine 10. I personally don't have many CGC slabs in my collection.
Yeah, same actually.
But I'm not opposed. I actually think they're quite tidy and clean.
I think they're quite nice. I mean, it's a nice change that they've got obviously the clear case compared to like PSA.
It does look nice. I will say that.
I just genuinely have used and have more PSA slabs. I've just always used them, and it's kind of become a bit of a norm for me.
Yeah. But yeah, very big card right here. I think we've seen this a couple of times. Don't think we've seen it in a 10 at all since we've been doing these streams in PSA Beckett or CGC, anything like that. Shiv, member for 9 months. Thank you so much. How you doing?
Team
Thank
Pogo.
You for being here. We've been smashing the Pogo.
I was going to ask you a question. Are you a fan of the Espeon and Umbreon?
Yes,
in
I
English?
am. Yes.
You are?
I am.
And
for me,
I understand the Japanese.
Yeah, I still like these cards.
Yeah. Okay.
Espeon Gold Star, I think, does it for me slightly over the Umbreon.
So would you take Espeon and Umbreon, like taking value out of it, over a Mewtwo?
No.
Okay.
But I still, like, because I know that people that the Espeon and Umbreon Gold Star, it just doesn't do it for them. And I can kind of understand it. They are non-hollow.
They just look bland.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I do get it.
Obviously, it's because they're not hollows, but I don't know. That's just me. Does anyone in the chat agree, or is that
let
just
us
me?
know your opinion on these. I still really like them, but there are other Gold Stars that I would choose over them, for example. But I don't hate them. So we will leave this one open, and like I said, they've actually defined here that it is CGC Pop 1 of 1. So interesting to see where that one will go.
Frank
get
says,
the Play Pro. Get that bank loan.
Are you paying?
Right. Jemin.
What's up, Jemin?
Zach, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for being here. I was going to say late night gang, but it's probably not late night where you are. But yeah, welcome in. Thank you everyone who's here this evening. Be sure to hit that like button on your way in if you haven't already. Right, lots of EX era EX cards tonight in 10s. So whether this was someone's collection and they've put it all up. One thing I would notice again, brand new cert from PSA. So this is the Melodic EX right here from EX Emerald. Again, another beautiful card. Currently sitting at $5,750. There's a few others tonight. There's one that I absolutely love and I really want, but I'm not going to do that right now.
Okay.
I'll show you it in a second. But yeah, let me know out of all the EX cards tonight that we see, what's your favourite if you had to pick? I'm just going to jump back to that Celebi just to see where it is. Currently at 9,000.
It's not moving yet.
The more I look at it, the more I love that Celebi.
Yeah, it's a beautiful card.
The Melotic's still a beauty as well.
What is your favourite EX card?
The Suicune.
Oh yeah, it's a nice one.
It is. What's crazy is I've been lucky enough to pull that card for one person out of a one-pack magic. I did an EX. So on my channel, I did a series where I started at the current point in time and I worked my way all the way back to base set. And we did I think it was 10 or 11 episodes where we would do Sword and Shield as one episode, then Sun and Moon, then XY, then Black, literally all the way back. And when we got to EX era, instead of opening 30, a box of each set, I did a couple of packs of, each set. I actually did quite a few, I don't know how, I did so many Crystal Guardians, but then I only did a few EX Emerald, Man Reverse Aqua, etc. And yeah, I actually pulled the Suicune for someone.
Yeah, that's wild.
And my heart nearly stopped, I'm not going to lie. Hi there, green for St. Paddy's Day. Oh, I didn't even, I'm a bad Irish person. I didn't even celebrate.
You have my Irish blood in you.
Yeah, my grandparents on one side were both Irish. Didn't even really celebrate this year. I had because we had a busy few days. Then we had the pre-release yesterday.
Just haven't had time to celebrate.
I couldn't go wild. So yeah, again, this is another one I am going to keep open right here. This isn't one that I had on my list to check the pop on, so I'm not sure on this one. If anyone knows, let me know. But we will keep going. And let's see what we have got next. So
there's so many good EX cards. I'm literally just looking at them right now.
Yeah, I know.
So many good ones.
This right here is an interesting one. So I think we've actually seen this a few weeks ago. So I think this might be whether it didn't get paid for or what happened. It's up again. Now, this is the Crystal Ho-Oh from Skyridge in a Beckett 10. However, the label, it's been mislabeled. This is actually a German Crystal Ho-Oh.
Oh yeah, look at
and again moves. They've actually mentioned it here. It's been misattributed by BGS as English. So I wonder if the first time they didn't actually notice it, they didn't actually stop to read. If you read the card, obviously Ho-Oh still the same. So I can see why someone, and then looking at the label, they obviously maybe didn't.
It is an easy miss.
It is an easy miss. I can kind of, when you're spending that amount of money, but yeah, again, each their own. So yeah, it is a German card, but it has been mislabeled as English. So interesting one right here. Currently at $5,250 though. Yeah. Probably going to leave that one open and come back to it just to see where it goes. Still sitting at a very healthy price right there. And I hope the person or whoever's bidding on it this evening also realises that as well. Okay, right. Next up, we have got this beauty right here. This is from the Illusions Zoroark contest set. This is the Koro winner. It's in a PSA 10 right here. This is Pop 41. I think this card, now the entire set we actually saw up for auction 3, 4, 5 weeks ago now.
Was it before we went to America?
It was before we went to America.
Been 4 or 5.
A couple of weeks before. I can't believe that's already a couple of weeks ago on its own. And this card looks like it's from that set, and again, maybe didn't get paid for. That does, again, it's like anything. Things that don't get paid for likely end up being run further down the line. So here it is, the Koro winner in a PSA 10. Now, the whole set that was up for auction, it was all listed individually from what I can remember. And it was a mix of 9 and 10s as well. This one here in a 10. Really, really love this one. The artist here chose to include Ho-Oh in the background there. And I think the colours on this one are like
Pops.
fierce. Yeah,
definitely
very,
pops.
very fierce. Now, when this contest took place, there was like a template that the young artist could use. And it's really hard to sort of show without showing the blank template, but it is literally just a blank background, and it had a Zoroark or Zoroark, and then it was their job to basically create their art around that. And add all the color, etc. So yeah, this was the Coro winner. And this one happens grade in a 10. I feel like not as many people are maybe aware of this design contest set. I feel like it's starting to get a bit more like, get noticed more, a bit more and put attention out there a bit more. But I have seen people, I've posted these cards on my page before, and I have had people message me saying they'd never seen them before. I think they're beautiful, not something you come by very often. Maybe a little bit more niche. You need someone, looking for this specifically. Whether they're trying to put the whole set together, or whether, this one in particular is their favorite and they want to purchase it. So pop 41 on this one. I'm going to keep this one open because, again, would like to see where that one ends. I can't remember off the top of my head at all. I don't know why I'd remember off the top of my head where it ended last time. So haven't got a figure on that to compare it to.
Speaking of, I wish I could send you this because I'm looking at the, there's a 2010 Pokemon Japanese World Championships promo, Tropical Tidal wave in a PSA 10. Last week, I'm pretty sure I remembered that a staff card sold. And it'll be interesting to see the difference of prices because this is at $3,900 already, which is a lot.
I mean, I think that's sitting on the first page.
Yeah.
We'll click open to that one. We've also got a Shadowless Blastoise here in a 10, currently at $4,400. We've seen quite a lot of Shadowless base sets since we've been doing these. Have we seen a Shadowless Zard in a 10? No, I don't think we have. So. But we've seen Blastoise, and I think we've seen Venusaur before as well. Like I said, this is episode 8 for us, so we've only been doing this for 8 weeks. But this is actually week 61 of the auction. Now, guys, it's pinned at the top of the chat. If you want to actually open up the page yourself and look through it as we go, you can do so. Click at the top of the chat. It will take you, and it will be filtered to the Pokemon. Okay.
There it is.
Hallelujah. I love this card. Absolutely love this card. Sitting here in a PSA 10. This is population 42. This is from Team Magma vs Aqua, and I could sit and look at this card all day. I really, really could.
It's the water, I think.
It is, yeah. It's
the water looks sick.
It just looks incredible. I'm actually going to open it up, and we're going to do a little...
It's just so...
Look at that.
Yeah. That is
It doesn't get
unreal.
much better. Have we got any swirls? I feel like we got something maybe trying to happen there.
It's just so much detail, like.
And then that border.
The border is amazing.
Beautiful. Yeah, this card for me
is a winner.
It really does it. It really hits the spot. It is insane. So I've never owned this graded before. I would love it in a 10. That is currently out of my just happy spending budget.
Yeah.
I remember when we went to the States last year, we were in our Farmer Town market shop, and that we go, I say our shop, I mean the shop that we go to. And I remember they had this in a CGC 7, was it? CGC 7.5.
I remember it being there.
It was something like that. And I was going to grab it, but I think it was actually not in great condition, even for like a not so good grade, so I didn't. But yeah, I would really, really love to. This would be like a personal collection dream goal to own one day. So I've got an eyelash in my eye, and I feel like it is subtly trying to blind me as we talk.
Danish Jamal says Lugia EX does it for me. So much nostalgia. There are some really beautiful ones. For me, my favorite is Shock Horror. It's the Charizard EX from Fire Red Leaf Green. I think that card looks beautiful. I think all three of them do. The Venusaur is really nice. I think that's quite underrated, and the Blastoise is cool too. So there are some really, really nice EX cards
There's
out
some
there.
lovely cards.
And like you said, this Celebi one from Unseen Forces, the more I look at it, the more I'm like,
I know. I can
really
kind of
nice.
see it now. I know that one is popular just because it is such low pop. And again, like you say, not the most notoriously popular Pokemon, but still a very well-known Pokemon.
Yeah.
Still, I feel like everyone loves an onion.
Yeah,
Everyone loves a
onion
Celebi.
head.
We will just pop back to that 1 second. Still at 9,000, hasn't moved. So
Is anyone in the chat bidding on anything tonight? You don't have to tell us what it is,
but do let us know.
Is anyone active on some of the auctions tonight? Let us know.
Or are you selling anything tonight? Have you sent anything into PWCC to sell? Let us know. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one up because I just want to crush my own dreams and see where that one lands. Right, this is the one you were just talking about, I think. So let's crop this open. So this is the 2010 Tropical Tidal Wave World Championships, Japanese language, in a PSA 10, sitting at $3,900.
So the reason I say this is quite interesting is that we've noticed, obviously, Worlds 2022 was last August. We noticed that the Japanese Champions Festival card seems to go for quite a lot.
The price on that is creeping. Well, when I say creeping up, it's actually flying up at the moment. It's interesting. It's so with the Champions Festival from Worlds, was the Japanese, the Indonesian, the Korean, and one other had silver borders, and the rest of them had the yellow borders. But yeah, it's been flying at the moment.
So I'm interested to see if there's a big demand for the Japanese promos
as well. Yeah, from the older Worlds, you can see the Worlds 10 stamp down there as well. For those who are wondering, the fact that Worlds was last year in August. Do you remember the build up to that? Because it was our first Worlds.
We need to sort out this year's badly.
So much we need to sort out. There's so much we need to sort out.
But yeah, I love these, and I think I mentioned in the last live stream last week, I feel like if I had a healthy amount of money to spend on Pokemon cards, I think I would collect these Worlds cards.
Yeah,
I think they're really
good
nice.
Good choice. I'd say good choice, definitely.
I love the artwork, and this is from the Heart Gold Soul Silver era.
Yeah,
and I'm a big fan of that artwork from those. Or obviously, I guess the style of the cards. I think they look really cool.
Sebastian, we stay up late. Because we'd have to go to bed really, really early to then get up at this time. And then, so we stay up late. But yeah, we don't mind. I actually look forward to this time of the week because we just get to sit here and enjoy what normally we wouldn't really be making content on. So something a little bit different for you guys. So if you are enjoying it, be sure to hit that like button as we go. Someone's saying the Celebi's gone up.
Wow.
9,250. It is creeping up. Let's have a little flick through and see. Still at 8,750, 8,250.
So this is also, if anyone is new, this is without buyer's premium, which is 20% added on at the end when it's sold. So when items do sell, you will see the overall price with the buyer's premium included.
Mm-hmm. Right, back to Gold Stars. Like I said, there's lots of them tonight. Here we have a Gold Star Rayquaza from EX Deoxys in a Beckett 8, currently sitting at $3,400. So I've actually owned this card a couple of times graded, and each time it's been Beckett, which is interesting. I have owned it in PSA graded once, actually, tell a lie. But yeah, I really like this card. Yeah, it is a beautiful Gold Star.
Since I've always loved Rayquaza. I really like Shiny Rayquaza too. But since Pogo, that Rayquaza raid,
so Dean has been
Rayquaza
permanently affected by a Rayquaza raid that happened. When was that? That's when we were in Florida.
Yeah,
that was the first week, and quite a few of us caught shiny Rayquazas, and Dean didn't, and he has been permanently scarred ever since.
Yep.
And if I'd had a couple, I would definitely trade you one.
I appreciate it.
I only got one. So, Butler, did you get one? Yeah. Did you get two?
Oh no, I didn't get a Rayquaza.
Oh,
I thought you did get shiny Rayquaza.
I thought. Just me then.
It's got nothing on Toad.
But yeah, the only thing I say about the Beckett slabs, I don't mind Beckett slabs. They're quite chunky and clunky, but I think they actually look quite good sometimes. The only thing when it's obviously an 8, it's the colour of the label.
It's like a paper.
Yeah, you do have,
Yeah, I thought you did.
Yeah, Beckett does have one. I just called you Beckett. The Butler does have one. But yeah, still a beautiful card. And we'll just have a little close up.
Sebastian said, "Is there any modern that's going for really high?" We're going through some of them. I actually haven't come across. I've seen a few. I think if there is, it's black labels, because I do remember seeing a Celebrations Zard in Japanese.
Hold on a minute.
In a black label, which is currently at $1,525, and that's without buyer's premium. So black labels seem to be the way forward for modern right now. Obviously, we saw not too long ago the black label Umbreon or Moonbreon, which went for $12,000, which was, I mean,
insane.
You get these weird purchases, or you see these weird sales every now and then. I remember the last one that really shocked me was the shiny Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. It was like one of the first PSA 10s went for $10,000.
That is mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking for something here. Carry on with what you're saying.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if another one, if another one popped up on PWCC, if it would go for the same sort of price, or if it was just one of those freak buys where maybe someone just really wanted it. Because it'll be interesting to see if that's like the true value of a black label for a Moonbreon. It just seems crazy.
Yeah, I think the thing... No, it's not. I was going to say, so I owned a Gold Star Rayquaza at one point in a Beckett A, and it had the same scratch. Kind of. It's not that one. Yeah, I was just thinking.
Just look at the cert.
Yeah, it's different.
Oh, right.
I was just thinking.
Oh, what do you think it's on every card?
Hold up a minute. No, I just thought, hold on, was that the one that I had? But it's not. It's not. Don't panic, people. It's not. Okay, no one asked for your input. Right, we keep
She's
going.
talking to the butler, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not talking to Dean. Right, let's keep scrolling and see what we've got here. So we've got first edition Dragonite from Fossil in a 10. We've actually seen this a couple of times since we've been doing this. We got Karen's Umbreon from VS in a 10 as well. We've also got a Holo Gengar from Skyridge in a PSA 10. Very, very nice card right there. We got this one right here, the signed Scott by Sugimori. I know the butler really, really likes this one. Very cool card. Currently sitting at $1,975
I keep
as
saying
well.
He looks like he's got a Digivice on his
chest.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one for Dean. One for Dean. Going back to the Gold Stars. Gold Star Charizard.
Beautiful
in a
card.
PSA 7. Currently at 1,850. So even in, we're not even talking 9s and 10s here, 7s.
Yeah.
We're talking still very, very big pricing on this. Do you own a Gold Star Charizard?
I do.
You do indeed.
In a PSA 7.
There we go.
Yeah, this isn't mine, but I do own. I wouldn't sell mine. I have, technically 2 Gold Stars now. I've got a Gold Star Charizard, and then another Gold Star, which you might see in a video on my channel in the near future, but which actually was a help from you as well. So yeah, that would be interesting.
Would you ever like to upgrade yours, like you say, if you had what I would like to call fun money? Would you ever upgrade yours to a higher grade, or are you not bothered? Are you just happy to own the card?
I already have done that with cards in the past, and obviously everyone tries to get the highest grade, and obviously they want it to look as perfect as possible, because I think you can tell, even looking at this one,
I was going to say, let's open this one.
There's, I don't know if that's on the case or on the card, I don't know what that is, but there's edge wear on it and everything like that. So yeah, if I had fun money, I definitely would. But at the same time, it all depends on like whether I wanted more cards. Like say I wanted to get a Rayquaza, or I want to get other Gold Stars. I'm fine with it being at a 7. Yeah. But I guess if there was nothing else I was collecting at the time, then yeah, definitely I'd upgrade it.
Nothing wrong with that. So we'll leave that one open. Keep an eye on that one for Dean. And then down here, as you can see, like I said, lots more Mewtwo, EX. We'll open that.
Yeah.
Another one. This is the Tyranitar EX from Unseen Forces in a 10. Again, 70 million cert, newly graded. This is the Mewtwo EX from the iconic Team Rocket Returns in a 10. 68 million cert, still fairly newly graded. I mean, this right here is like
It's the eyes. I don't know why. It's just
what
looking.
What a card that is.
Yeah.
I feel like the colour they put as the background there really makes the Mewtwo like pop and stand out as well. Again, with that beautiful border. Let me know what you think of that one, guys. Currently at $1,725. Is that a card that you would buy for yourself?
Yeah. It'd be interesting to know what the pop report on that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think
is anyone able to let us know if anyone knows how to find it?
I don't think that was one that I looked up, actually.
Because if it is low pop, it would be very interesting to see why that's only going for that price and the Celebi's going for $9,250.
Still sitting there.
Like,
just a little comparison for you guys.
Because in my opinion, I think I'd take the. What would you guys in the chat take? Would you take the Mewtwo or would you take the Celebi? I think for me, I'm taking the Mewtwo.
Or would you take
the Suicune?
The Suicune. Come on. I know where everyone would go right here. That's just jumped up as well to 3,900. Okay, so we'll leave that Mewtwo open just so we can come back to it. We got the screen promos. Now, I've just started a very expensive personal collection decision, and I'm going to put together the set in 10s.
Yeah. How many have you got now?
Two at the moment. So, yeah.
What is there? Psyduck,
Mimikyu,
Pikachu,
Eevee. Rowlet. Is there one more? I can't remember. 5 minimum. You got 2, so you're nearly halfway there. I've got Eevee and Rowlet.
Huh? The cheapest.
Yeah, I've got the cheapest too. Everyone's got to start somewhere, people.
Which is the most expensive? Is the Pika?
The Mimikyu. Yeah, the Mimikyu, which I don't think we've got tonight, but there's 2 Pikas in tonight. We've got the Eevee Play promo there, the fan club promo in a 9. Seen that a couple of times up now. We got the Latios Gold Star. This is in a 9. Still a lovely card. We're going to go to page 2 and see where we are. We got a Black Label.
Here's some modern.
Jumping in with some modern right here. So this is the 25th anniversary. So what in English would be celebrations. The Charizard in a Black Label. So we've seen quite a few Black Labels.
Yep.
All different cards. But it's been a lot of modern since we've been seeing these streams. And that particular stream where the Umbreon VMAX, the alt art, went for $12,000. Blew my mind. That's all I can say.
I think you're on the page now, but there is also, speaking of the Moonbreon, there's a PSA 10 Moonbreon, which is currently going for $875.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So when you compare the two, it's a bit crazy.
Yeah. So this is a card that I actually had a little look at just to see the pop, etc. on this one. So the Mewtwo EX Battle Festa. This is pop 267. First time we've seen this card, or I've seen this card on the auction since we've been doing the stream, unless we've missed it before. I don't think we have. Really, really beautiful card. Not one that I feel like I see very often at all. So I would like to just keep this one open just to see in general where it goes. Rocket's Mewtwo in a 10 is pop 74.
Thank you, Green Tea. So what was Celebi? 28?
24, I think. Let me just double check.
I think you said 28.
26.
26.
In the middle of both.
Okay, interesting. This Mewtwo's sick though.
Yeah, really like that one. So I'm going to keep that one open, see where it goes. We got Legendary Collection Zards. We got the Butterfree there from Expedition in a 10. Big card, low pop.
This one here, the 1999. This one. Yeah. This is interesting to me because it's.
Why do I feel like we've seen this before? This phone card since we've been doing this stream.
I don't think we've seen this particular one.
No, not this exact slab, but I feel like we've seen the same card in a different Beckett slab. Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh, no, I think we've seen... I don't know.
I feel like this card is ringing a bell. But yeah, anyway.
Nearly $1,000.
Big card.
For 9.5.
And as you can see, you've got the gold metallic label is here for this one as well. Is this something that you would personally buy?
I don't...
Because obviously not a set card. You're branching out here from
I don't know if it's too niche. I mean, it's cool. It's very cool. Obviously, it's got iconic Pokemon Gen 1 and a really cool Charizard. But, I mean... $925. That is a lot of money for I don't know, maybe this is something that's really rare. I have no knowledge of it. This is the first time I've ever seen it. Going off looks, I mean, it's not something that I'm too overly like, oh my god, I need that sort of thing. But
interesting.
Maybe it is.
Maybe we'll leave that one open and just see where it goes.
We haven't done last card standing as well.
Oh yeah, okay, right. We've also got a gold star Groudon right here in a 9. The way she's looking at the butler tonight, poor guy. Reason I'm looking over like that squinting is because I can't actually see him because of the lights are so bright. Don't worry, I don't hate him that much. So every single week we do a little challenge, I'd call it, and we would like you guys in the chat, and we'll say our choices as well. We want you guys to tell us what Pokemon you think will be the last card standing. So you could pick Pikachu, and it could be any Pikachu card that gets it.
Be my safe play.
You could pick Charizard. You could pick Groudon. What did I pick last week? Jirachi or something weird?
I can't remember.
So this week I am going to pick Pikachu.
No, that is my choice.
We're allowed to pick the same. The Butler, I feel, has picked Pikachu the last few times. Butler, what are you going for? You're going for Scott, okay.
Oh.
What are you going for?
I don't know. This is too
I'll
much
let you
pressure.
have a think. So let us know in the chat what Pokemon is going to be the last card standing. It can be any card of that Pokemon. We got Vintage Greg with the super chat. Hey, indeed. How did Neo Gen go earlier? It went very well. There's about half of the box left.
Yeah, we got some nice.
No Lugia or T17.
No, we are still hunting for that, Greg. Still some really nice holo hits pulled. Pichu was a really good one. There was also Heracross. For Alligator.
Soaking.
Yeah, some big ones.
We did well, yeah.
Defo, check it out.
It was good.
Dean is picking Magikarp. Is that who I picked last time? I think
we got
was.
Tortank. Do you remember the Tortank? We love a Tortank. Mewtwo, Umbreon, Snorlax, Mewtwo. All couple of Mewtwo's. Suicune. Last card standing is Pikachu. Yeah, I'm going safe this week.
Yeah, that is safe. But I was going to go safe too.
We got a Gold Star PSA 10 Entei sitting at $875 currently. Yeah. We got, there it is, the Umbreon VMAX right there. Buddy's picking Rayquaza. Here's the Dragonite. Like I said, lots of EXs tonight in 10s.
I think I might go Tortank.
Another 68 mil set. So whether this is someone's whole collection of EX in 10s or a large part of the collection, not sure. Currently sitting at 800. We have then got Basard in a CGC Mint 9. Lots of Pikachus. We got the Plasmagale Charizard. So this last week was up in a 10. What did it end on in a 10 last week? $5,400. And there it is in a 9. Beautiful card. We've got an Entei also in a CGC Pristine 10 with no subgrades, similar to the Espeon. We got the Japanese Mew EX in a 10. Gyarados from Holland Phantoms right there. Really, really incredible card.
Yeah.
And then we have got the one, the only.
Chansey.
The only Pokemon we care about. First edition base set Chansey. Now this one here, that's not only a vintage card, that's a vintage PSA slab. Look at the old label on that on the back and the front right there, PSA 9. So I actually own a first edition Chansey base set in a PSA 9. I'd love to one day be able to own a 10, but it's a really, really big.
Pop, no?
Yeah, it's a very, very expensive card. So yeah, we'll dream, but we will keep this one open. Just because I want to see where that one goes. Yeah. Greg back with the super chat. So packs are left. They are indeed. How many hollows were pulled?
Can't remember in the end.
I can't remember.
We got a few.
There was a few, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to have some running on the back of streams or something.
Yeah, not all. There's definitely still hollows left in that box, 100%.
What's the market price on that Dragonite EX? I want it. I actually don't know what market is on that.
I haven't looked up latest sold on that one in particular. There is the Lugia EX that someone spoke about.
Yeah,
that one actually in a 9. We got more autos this week.
Actually, this is probably
stars.
The stream with the least amount of autos.
Yeah, we haven't actually seen that many at the moment. There's the English Zard, Plasmagale, so Plasma Storm in a PSA 9. We got some of the Black Star Mew promos here in pristine.
Love that card. That's one of my favourite Mew cards. I just remember picking that up as a kid.
More gold stars, Suicune.
Nick says, card party, see you there. Can't wait. Can't wait, Nick.
It is going to be
a lot of fun.
Wild. It's going to be a party. It is going to be a party. Base set Mewtwo there in a 10. Very nice. Lugia. That's the Japanese.
Greg says, I have that Dragonite actually, but would be lucky to get a CGC 0.5. Looks like it's been through a blender. What did you do, Greg? How do you get a card that
a blender?
Yeah, that quality.
So many gold stars tonight. A couple CGC, but a few PSA as well.
That's Snorlax card's cool.
Oh yeah, we've seen a few of these Bandai cards. This is really cool right here. This is the reverse Gyarados from EX Deoxys in a 10. The reverses from the EX era are some of the most insane. They are the most insane reverses. Yeah. Nothing beats them.
I
at
like Legend Maker.
I was literally going to say, took the words right out of my mouth there. I love Legend Maker. We got Italian first edition base set Blastoise. Not something you see very often. 2 Italians, both in PSA 8. One at 430, one at 440. Another gold star right there.
Oh, Greg, it's probably going to be Wednesday or Thursday.
Meganium EX. Ooh.
That's actually really nice.
That is pretty nice as well. Also in a 10. Lots of EXs in a 10 tonight.
Mega Rayquaza.
Also in a 10. Roaring Skies. Special delivery. Pikachu. You guys should get me a first Zard for Addo to sign. To sign the sleeve so I can retell the card. Trentro. All about the money with you.
That Trentro's talking.
Oh, there's the Celebi EX in a 9. So this will be interesting just to do a little comparison right here. I'm going to pull them next to each other. So just to show you how big of a price difference a grade can have right here. So we've got the 10 sitting at 9,250. We got the 9 sitting at $400.
Yeah.
That is
crazy.
That is insane. That is the difference between a 9 and a 10 on the same card right there. And I know the color looks different, but I actually think it's just the scan because the actual PSA label color looks brighter as well. So I think it's just the particular scan for that one. But yeah, that is.
I was gonna say, I think you went past it, but it's on the same page. If you scroll up, there's an Ashes Pikachu. Level X. Oh, it might be on the page before.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about.
I think it's on the page, maybe like right near the bottom. Oh, there it is, right at the top. That.
We've seen this a couple of times.
So I think I mentioned this before in the sense that obviously in the anime, Ash and Pikachu are no longer the main character. We're moving on to 2 new characters. Is this the only Ash and Pikachu card? I feel like it is. I could be wrong. But do you think people are going to start picking these up because it's kind of got like a sentimental value to it now?
Yeah, I've had a couple of people mention this. It could be a possibility. Maybe like not immediately, but as time goes on, like a little bit, I think people might start to... I feel it's like with anything, like, you know, if... you have an auto from someone and they stop doing autos or they die, for example, like, you know, those sorts of things when you know you can't ever get anything
again from that person.
And again they're not going to make anything
again
along those lines again, maybe
because this would, like you said, this would actually be a really good card to get an auto of.
This would be incredible. This card is beautiful as well.
Yeah.
And like I said, I think we've seen this actually a couple of times since we've been doing these streams now. This particular one in the PSA 10, I can't remember what it's sold for before and whether it's been a 10 before since we've been doing the streams. But we will keep this one open actually just to keep an eye on it. We got Admiral in this evening. Appreciate you.
What's up, Admiral?
Connor asks, Chloe and Dean, does a Japanese versus English change price on a card? And what do you prefer? Yes, it can do. So just for example, let's use the Umbreon VMAX alternate art. PSA 10 English versus Japanese. PSA 10 Japanese goes for more.
Also, it's because some cards can be packed differently, I believe. I think obviously in the English sometimes get them as a main set, where in Japan they sometimes are in a competition, or I think there was some card, it might have even been the Moonbreon, or that might have been EV Heroes. There's one where it's you can't actually get it in a pack. Same with the Rainbow Rare Charizard VMAX. I'm pretty sure that was given out in a contest. So yeah, there are some that are a bit harder to obtain, which would then fetch for a higher price. And
then also, like as you mentioned earlier, the Champions Festival cards from Worlds last year, we're seeing the Japanese copy actually go for a really healthy price. So again, it really depends on the card itself, but yeah, it can change sometimes as well. With Japanese condition, quality can be a lot better as well.
100%.
Right, so extended bidding starts in 10 seconds.
Now, remember, bidding, people?
It's all access extended bidding, so you don't actually have to place your initial bids, but this is where we will start to see a bit of movement. So we are going to take a look. Right, this has got 29 minutes until it moves into the next window, and then once it moves into the next window, if it gets a bid, it's then 5-minute windows after that. If this doesn't get a bid in the next 29 minutes, this will end at 9,250 plus buyer's premium. Do we think this is going to get another bid? I feel like it might. I feel like it might creep up a little bit, but we'll see.
There's still time.
Kitefully says English. Completely just read a different comment there. The original language always will be more valuable. The original language, I kind of not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah.
Look, elaborate on that.
Yeah.
Kite.
I read that and it didn't process in my head. I don't know. It doesn't kind of make sense though, the original language, because anyway, if you could elaborate, let us know. This has jumped up again though. Look at the price difference. Same card, 1 grade away, 9 and 10. The Gyarados has jumped up to 9,750. We've got the Fossil Box jumping up to 8,500 as well. Gold Star Espeon is now at 7,000 in the Pristine. I just hope they win. Yeah, same here, really. Those haven't moved. That hasn't moved either currently. So these all need another bid in the next 28 minutes to move into that next window. This has gone up to 4,000. Beautiful card. Currently at 3,400. 1,850. Mewtwo has jumped up. 1,400. 925. 775 and then 700. Okay, so we've had a little movement on those. So what I'm gonna do is actually we're gonna filter low to high now, and again I will show you how to use the website once we've done this. So lowest bid first, and we'll see what's at the other end as well.
We saw that. Alex the Collector, this is cool. I've only seen your ripping ships. Welcome in.
Yeah,
this
something
is
a little bit different.
Live stream on Chloe's channel. We look at the weekly auction on PWCC. Kind of help you guys, anyone that's new that is looking to kind of get their hands on some items, and just look at what the market's really doing.
Yeah,
really.
And we don't really make this kind of content other literally than this stream. So it's pretty fun. Right, so when we look at these streams and when we talk about auctions, I do sometimes get a lot of people saying to me, I don't watch auctions, I don't look at auctions on these auction sites because I can't afford them. It's all high-end items, it's all 10, 20, 30, 40, $100,000 cards and items. It's not. It is the complete opposite. So tonight, just literally tonight on its own, there's 6,810 Pokemon items. So that's cards, booster boxes, probably some booster packs in there as well. And there is something for everyone. So we are looking at high end where we've got the PSA 10 EXs and gold stars and first edition booster boxes. But then we have also got cards that are currently sitting at $5. And we're talking slabs and raw cards. So as you can see here, we've got a Golduck from Fossil in a PSA 2 for $5. We've got this energy here in a PSA 6, first edition as well. We have got this right here. Now, this MBA contraption is actually not a slab. It's a top holder that has a label on top of it. Now, MBA are a company that work with PWCC and they authenticate raw cards. So what you're actually buying is a raw card. It's just certified authentic. It's not graded between 1 to 10 like with all other companies. I'm going to scroll through so that you can see. But as you can see, lots of slabs here. We're talking vintage, we're talking modern, and again, here we go, lots of MBA. So some flying, surfing, Pikachus here, Vs and VMAXs. So these are authentic cards that you'll be buying, but they are raw.
So I'm just reading Admiral's
Okay,
comment.
Admiral, always the comedian in the chat. So yeah, that is basically what that is. That's not a graded card between 1 and 10. It's certified authentic, and it actually says it on the label there. So just in case you're wondering, so you can pick up raw cards as well, not just graded cards. So we will keep flicking through.
Lots of energy cards
and lots of energies. We've got a little bit of everything here. Lots of Japanese actually. Some Spanish based set. Some Shadowless right here, CGC, $5.
Yeah, still.
There's lots at $5 tonight as well.
Green Tea says, I'm hanging out in the low end.
Hanging out in the low end. But yeah, like I said, there's something for everyone. So don't ever feel that you're like priced out or, you know, anything like that. It's there is something. There's something for you, and I'm sure you'll find it. So we got CGC, we got PSA. I'm just going to keep going just so we can see where we are. Nick, yes, of course you can. Of course you can.
Alex says, do you submit cards to a UK or US slab grading company? Yeah, we both have a middleman service to PSA
in the USA. Right. I mean, there is lots of trainers as well. We've got Neogenesis right here.
Open that up today.
I literally opened a Neogenesis box earlier on Dean's channel. Togepi there again, $5. There's so much at $5 tonight, guys.
The good thing about this as well is if they're already graded, it means they're authentic. So
yeah, as well,
you can pick up some cheap cards. They may be going for cheaper.
And also, like with these like lower end, cheaper slabs, these might be cards that you might pick up and then like even crack to put in binders, etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's all sorts available. Maybe it's your favorite Pokemon and you want to collect, you know, as many cards and in as many different grades from different grading companies as you can. Again, there's literally options, but there's so much at $5 still tonight. Like normally when we get to this point, it's like the $10 mark. So I don't ever want to hear anyone say that there is nothing within budget, because there 100% is. So let's just have a little look quickly and see where we are and see if anything has crept up. Creeping up, but nowhere near the... I mean, the price difference is just insane.
Yeah, crazy.
Let's have a look and see if any of these ones we're keeping an eye on have crept up at the moment. Nothing so far. I feel like there might not be movement until like literally just before the next
maybe
bidding.
Maybe last 10 minutes, 5 minutes or so.
The next oh no, this one actually has had a bid. Because it's now gone 1775.
Such a beautiful card.
That will go green basically, that countdown, as you can see, to let you know it's moved into the next bidding window. And the chance's gone up as well, 2775. Did I just say 2775?
775.
I don't know where the 2 came from, but the 2 was not there. Right, so let's keep going, see what else we've got down here in the lower end. And guys, remember what is going to be the last Pokemon standing. I'm going Pikachu.
Wait, scroll back up. Did I just see a graded telescopic air balloon as well? Look at them. 9.5. Fair play.
$5.
Fair play. You maybe just say 5. Oh, 5 play. Fair play.
We know what you meant. Yeah, there's a few Pikachus tonight. I'm feeling fairly confident, I think.
Did I pick? Oh yeah, I'm going Tortank. That Poliwag was cool.
Have you seen a Tortank yet?
Well,
you might be in trouble. I'm not
going
to lie. No, you said Tortank.
I mean Blastoise.
No. Hold on. You've got to define Blastoise. No, they're two different things.
No, we're Team Tortank, which is Blastoise, okay?
Guys, we got a cheater over here.
I don't even think there is a Tortank.
That's what I mean. So I was so surprised when you said it, because I was like, that's confident.
But Tortank just sounds so good.
It does, but if there isn't a Tortank, you're in trouble. Right, he's actually looking up to see if there's a Tortank. Why would you grade the It balloon? Why not? Hold on. Do you want to see something?
Wait, someone said, why would you grade an It balloon? I get it. Is that actually got helium in it?
No, it's plastic.
Jenny, the way you were wobbling it, I thought it had air in it.
There he is. Pennywise. Welcome to the stream. I'm also a huge horror fan. You can probably spot Michael Myers above my head right there.
You can see Pikachu giving birth.
I've got like a little horror display down here.
Yeah, Team Tortank forever. You see, the chat knows.
And I've also got Ghostface on my top tonight as well. Anyway.
Horror vibes.
Green Tea knew where that was going.
What's up, Pokey Swads? Welcome in. G'day from Australia.
Wow.
Shout out to everyone watching in Australia as well, because obviously when we do our other live streams, it's a little bit earlier.
It's too early a lot of the time. Guys, right now in the live chat, let us know where you're watching from. That's always one of my favourite parts of the stream, finding out where everyone is. Do you guys have figure collections too? I personally have got I've got Pennywise, Michael and Jason. I also have some horror Funkos as well, like Chucky. I've got a couple of Chuckies, Pennywise, Hannibal, Michael. Yeah, that's me.
I collect a few Funkos, but then I stopped because it's just expensive. I really want the Charizard Funko Pop, but I haven't seen it in the UK. And every time I try and bring a Funko Pop back, it gets absolutely demolished in my suitcase. Don't say I mean. Frank got the... What did you get? Was it the Doctor Strange?
Yeah, that was a big... That's behind you, yeah?
No, you took it out the box because it got absolutely demolished.
Yeah, anyway. The whole collection thing can just...
You just go close in the dark.
Yeah, that's why I got it. It's once you start collecting all different things, it can just get crazy out of control.
Literally.
We got Oregon, Trinidad and Tobago, Maryland.
Wow.
West Coast, Best Coast, Luxembourg. Do you want to read green teas?
I can't even see it. North Carolina. Go Tigers. Right.
Gets me every single time. Every single time. I got 45 Pokemon Funko Pops.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Stop buying Funko Pops because it's expensive, but you purchase Pokemon products. Yeah, true.
I know. It's true. I've got a very cool Funko that's actually like I can't get it down. It's up in my display up here, but it's like actually been crystallized.
Oh, the Cubone.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a custom one though. It's custom, but yeah, shout out Sketch and Collect for sending me that. It's absolutely insane, right? Like I said, there's loads of like 9s, 10s, 8s right here. Lots of CGC, some PSA, some Beckett. So yeah, we're at the $6 mark now, and we're already on page
15.
Damn, that is insane.
It's almost. I guess that's where the search feature comes in. If you're looking for a specific card, you could type in like Cubone, and then there'd probably show up all the Cubones. So if you know what you want, it's really easy to do. But then if you're just wanting to have a gander or a look around,
you love a gander, don't you?
Yeah. There's so many to go through. You gotta get in early. You can't look with an hour left of the bidding.
Pokemon having money. Yeah, I feel that, Thrive. I feel that. So this is the PWCC website for those of you who don't know and aren't familiar with it. And as you can see, our biggest ever weekly auction ever closes tonight.
Scared me.
Sorry, I just had to.
I wasn't expecting it.
I had to really emphasize on that. So this is what the page looks like when you land. Normally it's always a bit different up the top here, depending what's going on.
Just landed. Right, okay. What's next?
You're a comedian, you are. You can see the gold star Gyarados right there, and obviously it's not just Pokemon that they have available. They have all different TCGs, comics, sports, etc. And this is just talking about their Premier Auction expansion where they're branching out, which is really cool. Memorabilia, coins and paper money, and then a bit about the all extended bidding that's now all access basically. So if you scroll down on their homepage, shows you a little bit about what's going on. They got their sort of weekly Sunday auction, bits and pieces, their fixed marketplace. So they 25 years of service, 701,651 current vault items.
Damn.
Wow. That is somewhere I'd like to go and have a little look around.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
And then 1,955,491 items sold. That is incredible. And they have got an informative bit here about the vault that you can click on and learn more about. And then just details. And then it does their sales highlights. And every single week I look at this, and every single week it blows my mind. These are some of their recent sales highlights. And I mean...
Yeah, wild.
There's always lots of sports on here, though. 500,000. Should we start collecting sports?
Sports is different league.
Yeah, no, that is mentally cannot compute. So, if you're looking to find your way to the weekly auction, it's very easy to do. So you go up here to marketplaces, and then you can choose. You've got your weekly, your premier, your fixed price, how it works, and security. You want to go to your weekly. And once you click on that,
my Australian accent.
Go for it.
Hold on, I need to get in character.
He's going to manifest.
You keep going. I'm going to just get into character.
So the weekly auction, you'll see 31,000 items right here. He's actually doing a little chat to himself over there to make sure it sounds right. This is actually for a couple of weeks worth of auctions, so I'm going to filter it down. So to get... He's actually just giving himself a pep talk off camera. So you've got your filter button here like that. If you click on that, you've got your menu on the side. So what I normally do is we normally click on the weekly auction and we want to choose the correct one. So you've got the date under here. So we apply that right there. It's currently the 20th of March here, but we're going back in the past.
Yeah.
And then as you'll see, this week's weekly auction has 16,500. So we got it's not filtered down yet to Pokemon. I always sort by highest to lowest.
You can also check previous solds.
You can indeed, yeah.
Or previous week's sales.
And then we're going to type in Pokemon.
Sports is a different league. That's actually a Bant's little unintentional pun there. Fair play for that one. Cheers, Zetro. My number one fan.
And then we're filtered down to Pokemon, and you can see 6,810 items. And it looks like the Gyarados has jumped above the Celebi right now.
Yeah,
I need absolute silence while I get into character. Right. Would you like to perform your impression? What were you trying to say in an Australian agent?
Damien says he's watching from Tasmania, Australia. And I was going to try.
Why don't you say something more simple, like putting shrimp on the barbie?
No, do you know what I said when I said I need to get into character? I had a little pep talk. I went, "Good day, mate." I thought that didn't sound good enough. I don't think I could do it.
Oh. You know what's funny though? Because you're so good at impressions normally.
I feel like I'll break into like Jamaican. I don't think it will come out well.
That is the ropiest good day, mate, I've ever had.
I tried.
Oh, sorry for all the Australians in the chat.
I don't want to offend Australians with a terrible impression.
Oh, guys, we're here every single week. The comedy's free.
Unintentional comedy.
Okay, right. So I'm gonna need to compose myself right now.
That's another lie, Green Tea, to try and get into character. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's like, go on, give yourself a little talk. He's gonna do it. So as you can, I've never known
I can't do it. I have to say it out loud. But you guys team Gold Star or you team EX?
Oh my goodness.
Let us know.
Because it looks like Gold Star has now taken the lead. The Gyarados has jumped. It's at 9,750. And the Celebi's still sitting at 9,250. Which that must have jumped. Oh yeah, the Gyarados did jump up before we went into the bidding window. So they actually do need another bid to go into the next 5-minute window. In order to keep going. If there's no bids, they will end in 11 minutes. Americans usually end up with an English accent when they try the Aussie accent. So we get a lot of, "Are you Australian?"
Yeah. And then when people say, when we say we're from England, they're like, "You're right there, governor," or thinking that we speak that. We don't sound
that's
like that.
like real like Cockney slang. Like we don't. Not everyone sounds like that. I mean, no one ever puts on a Liverpool accent when they're like, do you know what I mean? They never associate northern accents with, because the north in.
It's because of like TV. I think they only see like what's that? Is it the Queen? What's that program?
The Royal Family.
No.
The Queen. Oh, The Crown.
Downton Abbey and all that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, Downton Abbey, or there where everyone's really, really posh.
Yeah.
Okay. Fish are friends, not food. Oh yeah, that's a good line.
I've never heard that line in my life.
What?
What's
Fish are friends, not food.
Yeah, who says that?
Nemo.
Oh. I mean, I'm not 10 anymore, but yeah. I don't remember that one. that one didn't stick with me. Goated Paul says, Chloe, what are your favourite WWE goats?
Lita. All-time favourite.
It's got to be Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Trying to do the eyebrow. I could do that, but I just can only do it on one eyebrow. Me trying to learn it on my other eyebrow literally was like...
like you're having a stroke. you could try P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. In the Australian accent.
Oh, who typed that?
No one. That's the address that they go to in Nemo.
Oh no, you watched that more than once.
Of course I have. I love a bit of Nemo. It's soothing. Okay. I'm just trying to keep up with the chat right here. We've gone a bit left. Right. So anything we see right here that's got the red countdown, it needs another bid to extend the item. If it doesn't get a bid in the next 9 minutes and 19 seconds, the item will end, and it will end plus buyer's premium. Anything that is green, which as you can see here, will go into the next bidding window, and the next window is 7:30 Pacific time till 7:35. The first bidding window is always half hour, and then it breaks down into 5-minute windows. Nemo is gold. Nemo's
good.
When did you last watch it?
Probably when I was like 5. I can't remember. All I remember is the seagulls going mine. Like that's it. That's all I remember.
I'm actually going to sign you up for some sort of like voiceover impression. You do so good in an animation.
Yeah, I'd
you
love
would
to.
do so well.
Read. So.
What do you mean you can't read?
Just can't read. I can't even read the chat. Shout out to the chat though. Appreciate you guys.
So the Gengar here from Skyrigen, a PSA 10 jumping up to 3,000. That's a really big card. Really, really popular one right there.
Take care, Alex. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Alex, thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We got the Scott jumping up to 2,100 as well. The Tyranitar EX has gone up to 1,875. Have I gone past? Oh, the Mewtwo is still...
I think that went up.
It's at 1775, so it's actually one of the lower EXs. You seem surprised at that. Like,
I do.
Obviously, Mewtwo being a reasonably popular Pokemon as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, don't get me wrong. I know Tyranitar is popular. But yeah, it's in. Suicune.
Suicune's fourth. Okay.
But yeah, the Suicune that stands alone on its own.
I think it must come down to like pop reports.
But even then, I feel like even pop, because like, you look at modern cards, for example, we're talking about the Umbreon VMAX.
Yeah, true.
Population, 2 million.
Yeah.
Like, then when you're doing that sort of comparison of like an EX era EX being not far off in price from some like of these modern alt arts that we see, it's just crazy.
Yeah. You speak whale.
Just keep swimming. Yeah, 100%.
Is that not? I remember that bit. I do remember that bit.
RIP to all the e-reader kids that actually use them on the e-readers.
We didn't actually ever. Fun fact: the UK never got e-readers.
No, and I wasn't collecting at the point of E-series. That's something I have started to get back into as an adult. And when I actually got back into the hobby as an adult, I was not the biggest fan of E-series.
Nor was I, and now I love them.
Yeah, it grew on me. But then it's like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I've only just really started to appreciate that era a little bit more. I feel like your taste changes over time with lots of things. You know, and we're not even just talking about Pokemon, talking about everything.
Take care, Pokeswads.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, hit the like button on your way in, and if you would like to follow along on the auction, if you're bidding tonight, let us know. We're always really nosy and we'd love to see what people are picking up, but you can actually follow along on your own screens at home. We have pinned the link to the auction at the top of the chat. You can click on that and it will bring up this screen, and you can actually be looking through yourselves as well. Modern cards are new collectors' nostalgic cards, like these E-series are for older collectors. I totally understand that. And yeah, no, that is true. But sometimes the pricing, I just think, it's kind of wild. E-series was my last 2 evolutions. Greg and Evolutions is a bond that will never be broken. It will never be broken. Right, so we got 5 minutes to go right here. And none of those ones at the top have had a bid. These have started to 6,000 on the Melodic EX now. Blastoise, Shadowless and a 10 jumping up to 6k as well. Hopefully the person who's bidding on this knows it is German, and it's just been mislabeled as English, because I wonder if that was the reason last time that
maybe
Suicune is jumping up and breaking my heart, as well as my potential future bank balance at 4,100.
Just have to grade one.
I'd have to buy a really mint raw one or pull it and then hope that it's in PSA 10 condition.
Easy.
Right, okay. Don't take advice from G'day mate over here. Tyranitar's at 2,000 now. Mewtwo still hasn't jumped up yet. Let's go to page 2 quickly.
By the way, go back a second. Sorry. I was trying to show you something.
Okay, hold on.
There is a Mewtwo EX in a PSA 10 going for $25 more than a Black Label Celebration Charizard.
That is like the ultimate like modern to vintage comparison. Do we think are they even in the same class? Do they even compare? But again, it depends on what you collect. This whole hobby is a very opinion based hobby. The prices are the prices because it is only what people are willing to pay for them. It's only what collectors are willing to spend. So the entire hobby is built on personal preference, where some personal preference aligns a lot more on certain cards and certain sets, and some personal preference doesn't. So you'll have people willing to maybe spend on something that others wouldn't, and vice versa. And when you think about that, it's kind of crazy that it has become what it is today. But yeah, when people say, it really bothers me when people say, oh, that's wrong or that's not correct about something that's an opinion with regards to price or with regards to a particular set. At the end of the day, if you're comfortable spending what you want to spend on a certain card or a certain set, and if you're not comfortable spending a certain amount, that's okay. You don't have to be pressured into something. You also don't have to be pressured into liking something or feel bad for liking something. There's a lot of strong opinions in this hobby, and I just want to remind people their opinions at the end of the day. So, you know, you can't let them affect you. No. Because if you did, in every area of your life, you wouldn't be doing the things you want to do. And especially if you're doing this as a hobby as well, you want to enjoy it. You want it to be what you want it to be. So yeah, just gonna bear that in mind, because like I said, it's very heavily opinion based.
It's just crazy to see how cards can go for very similar prices when there's such a big age difference.
Yeah, because obviously a lot of people associate vintage with expensive, but that is not the case at all in a lot of circumstances. That vintage cards do not always fetch crazy prices. And sometimes modern cards fetch crazy prices and vice versa. Everything depends on what you like. If you like tour tanks, you buy tour tanks. If you don't, then no tour tanks for you, maybe an alt art instead. Sean has slept all day. Sean, I hope you are feeling a little bit better. You should feel bad if you do not like gold stars, and there is a strong opinion that you do not have to listen to, courtesy of our lovely gold star collector Admiral. What do you think a Japanese Gold Star Mudkip PSA 10 is worth? Honestly, wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, would not know. Would have to do a little bit of research on that. Right, so we got a minute left. So I am just going to do a little quick dash to the top right here. Right, nothing on that top line has been bid on yet. Nothing. Everything's still at a very nice price, I will say that.
I think they'll stay at those prices.
So bear in mind, if these end in the next minute and a half, this will increase because it will add the buyer's premium on it, but that is it. It won't necessarily increase with a new bid unless it goes green.
Maloctic and Blastoise, yep. No on
6.
Is it German?
Yeah, so German? The Ho-Oh is German, but the label has been incorrectly labelled as an English label there with Beckett. And like we said, I think we've actually seen this one before. So we are just going to sit here because this is where it gets exciting.
That Black Label Charizard from Celebrations is at 1,800.
Wow. Okay, that's pumping up. We got Vintage Greg with the chat. Florazair over Tortank. Pronunciation on that.
Wait, Florazair, is that Charizard? That sounds cool too.
We got Zetro with the super chat. Hi, Sean.
Oh my
Zetro
goodness.
Big Spender out here. Damien still wants to hear the Aussie accent. Talise is saying gold stars are okay, I guess. You know what? I know of people that gold stars they just don't do it for.
Oh, I love gold stars. Gold stars are my new obsession.
You will break Admiral's heart deeply with that one. And don't ever tell him that you don't like a Gold Star Greninja, because his life will be over.
Gold Stars are my new obsession.
There we go, Admiral. You've always got a best friend in Dean. You've always got a bestie in Dean. You can discuss at Worlds together.
Can't
your
wait.
Favourite Gold Stars.
If we make it there.
Don't say that.
We need to book.
Right, guys, the bidding window has just ended. It takes a couple of seconds for it to get up to date. And then, so everything on that top line sold.
Yeah.
Why has it suddenly just logged me out? Oh.
Just said no thank you.
I thought I was logged in. So we now can't see what it sold for. Right, hold on one second. Let me go to full face.
Yeah. That Pikachu sold too. The Ashes Pikachu level X.
Oh, it did.
It was at $700, but then with buyer's premium, what's that? $140, so $840.
Wow.
Which is pretty.
Right, hold on. I
don't know if that's high or low. I think it's quite an iconic card, to be fair. Oh, Florizar is Venusaur. Charizard is Dracafu. Oh, it's French, isn't it? Is it French? I love how Tortanks puts excuse me. Wait, breaking news. April Pogo Community Day is Togetic. Oh, that is big.
Oh, that's damn. Big. Right, I'm just going to do a little
refresh.
Yeah, we're just going to do a little refresh right here. Oh my goodness, Premier Pokemon with the 10 gifted memberships.
How's it going, guys?
Thank you so much, guys. Where did that come from? Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully, if you have been watching, you've been enjoying the stream, or you're just catching a little bit now. I know when, like we said it earlier, when we're streaming, the timing doesn't always work for everyone. So this particular stream means people can actually jump in that may not be able to watch our normal streams. So
benefits the Aussies.
Appreciate everyone who is here. Right, I'm just doing a little refresh just to make sure we can see the prices for everything that just sold, and then we're going to jump straight back to it. I could have sworn I was logged in, but for whatever reason, it logged me out, or I wasn't. So.
Right. Echo says, I just won 6 bids out of 8. Also, thank you for the gift.
Wow.
Gift and membership. Echo, congrats. What did you, if you don't mind sharing, what did you bid on? And what did you miss out on?
Win? Right, here we go. Okay, so everything that was there has disappeared now that I've logged back in. But we are just gonna, before we look at all the stuff there, we got 2.5 minutes to do a quick mad dash. So the Celebi EX, including buyer's premium, went for $11,100. And if we do a quick rapid comparison to the 9, it's $450. So just to show you what a single grade can do price wise, from a 9 to a 10. Obviously population can be severely affected by that, can be much lower in a 10 a lot of the time with these bigger cards. So big difference right there. So 11,100 on the Celebi. We'll leave the 9 open to see where that goes. We got the Gold Star Gyarados, ended up selling for 11,700, so just above the Celebi EX. Beautiful card. Big price right there as well.
Yeah.
Some really big price at the top end. We got 10,200, and just a reminder, guys, these include buyer's premium right now, the ones that have sold. So $10,200 on the first edition fossil box. And again, with PWCC, they actually open up the boxes. As you can see, it gets tamper sealed, but they have an entire video here running with the WotC Wizards of the Coast boxes, so that you're at peace of mind that what you're buying is authentic, basically. We have got the Gold Star Espeon CGC Pristine 10, ended up going for $8,400. We have got the Milotic EX, still going right here from EX Emerald. This is at PSA 10, currently sitting at $6,000. Hasn't had a bid yet into the next window. Has just under a minute. The Ho-Oh, so this is a German crystal Ho-Oh in a Beckett 10 that has been mislabeled as an English card. Has gone for $6,300. And I suppose we'll have to wait and see if that one gets paid for. Because like I said, I think this was actually running on a previous lot a few weeks ago. And I wonder if the person who was bidding didn't actually realize it was German, because obviously if you're looking at the top half of the card, looks fine until you start actually reading. Okay,
what's up, bread boy, by the way? How are you doing? Well,
Bro Boy, appreciate you for jumping in. Thank you very much. We have got the Illusions Zoroark Design Contest Korokoro winner here in a 10, ending at $5,880. We got the Suicune still going.
Still going. There's 10 seconds left as well.
Never going to own this
card. That might
oh my goodness. That's still going. That's still going. Gold Star Charizard ended at $2,200 in a 7. Still going. Oh, this ended at $1,680 from earlier. Very nice. Still going. Okay, this is where it takes a couple of seconds to refresh, and that ended at $840. Yeah. Right, so whole top line has sold again. So the Shadowless Blastoise in a PSA 10 has sold for $7,200, again including buyer's premium. Milotic EX ending at the exact same price of $7,200, also in a 10. So the Japanese World's Tropical Tidal Wave in a 10 ended up going for $5,040. So Dean was interested in that one earlier. The Suicune has gone for $4,920. I better start saving my pennies if I want that one in a 10. Gold Star Rayquaza here in a Beckett 8 has gone for $4,320, and the first edition Dragonite from Fossil in a 10, which we've seen a few times since we've been doing these streams now, that has ended at $3,720. So we got the Gengar still going, the Eevee still going, this Umbreon's ended at $2,640. Scott is still going.
He's still going.
Okay, so Tyranitar and Mewtwo have ended. Both the EXs in 10s there. Tyranitar's gone for $2,400 and the Mewtwo's gone for $2,160. I feel like the Mewtwo's probably a good pickup.
Yeah, I'm slightly jealous.
Yeah, for like we say, a popular Pokemon. Not like we're not seeing insane prices on that one. The Black Label Zard is still going. $1,850. The phone card there ended at $1,890. So actually, big price on that one.
Just got a bid as well.
And the Latios just got a bid. And then a few more ending down here. Butterfree ended at $1,590. Chansey went for $990.
Green Tea won a Shadowless War Turtle. Congrats.
Green Tea.
Greg says, so won a bid by mistake. We haven't used it on my phone before. Oh, well. Absolute monster for $18. What was it, Greg? Let me know. Never done these before, but had to try and snag up a few cheap ones I liked. Sweet. What did you get? Let us know.
Right, those have sold. We've seen those.
Green Tea says something interesting. Mewtwo in December 2022 went for $1,895. So it's gone up in price.
Okay.
What was it? 2,000? Was it just over 2,000?
Yeah. 2,100 and something.
Interesting.
Celebi 9 is still going. I'm going to keep an eye on that one just to see where it goes. So the Gengar from Skyridge has had another bid. It's jumped up to 3,200. So this is a really big holo card from the set. Obviously, a very popular Pokemon. Very, very cool artwork on this one. This card in particular, very hard to grade. Lots of holo on the card. Prone to print lines.
Similar to like Slowking.
Easier to scratch.
Genesis.
Yeah, so any card that you see, especially vintage, where the holo foil covers a large amount of the artwork, always a lot harder to grade, just because of, all those reasons. It's like the Legendary Collection reverses, like getting those in 10. That's a sweet minor miracle right there. Right, so we got like you said, that just had a bid on it. Let's have a little scroll down here, see where we are.
Connor says,
I missed that one earlier. Deoxys EX in a 10 right there.
Cool. Yeah, Connor says, I won a base set Zard, PSA 8 and a special delivery Charizard as well. Nice, Con.
Connor picking up some goods.
The CGC 8.5 Portuguese Volplume Holo. No way.
Greg, love that. That's so specific, but
Greg.
I love it. I love it.
The Rocket Mewtwo was a good deal in my opinion. It seemed to be going up slightly, but I guess I can't remember what it went with before buyer's premium. But it looked like in my opinion, that seems quite undervalued. But maybe that's just me.
One thing I do want to mention: we started off with 6,800 cards and Pokemon items. Sorry, not just cards. We're now down to 609.
Damn.
And just a reminder: last Pokemon standing.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
Is there any...
Who did you go for at Tortank? You're in trouble. That's all I'm going to say. You are in it. You went from going really safe with potentially choosing Pikachu to doing the most outlandish thing you've ever done.
I did it
and
for the
going
culture.
Tortank.
I did it for the culture.
Go Tortank, honestly.
Let's go Tortank.
The Rocket Mewtwo was a good deal. Yeah. it was like I said, I feel like for that sort of card, it's probably a good one to pick up, actually. Like, it's in that, compared to the Celebi coming at 11,000 with buyer's premium,
and
just
such
over.
A popular Pokemon.
Yeah, that actually the Mewtwo is probably get yourself a little deal right there. Okay, we've literally got 10 seconds. What, the Mewtwo?
Yeah,
I was going to say I kind of wish I got the Suicune, but that's out of the budget of the fun money spending at the moment. Yeah. So yeah, that's not going to happen. Right, so there
are still Blastoises.
Okay,
we're
but
good.
There's no Tortanks.
No, come on.
No.
We're Blastoise. We're Team Tortank.
Oh, goodness.
AKA Blastoise.
Right, so we've just ended here. So the Eevee fan club promo in a 9 has ended at 3,120. We've actually seen this once or twice, I'm pretty sure since we've been doing them. Yeah. We have got the Scott ending at 2,640 with the Sugimori auto right there. Gengar's still going. Latios is still going. Black Label Zard is still going. You'll be very happy to know your Tortanks are still going.
Sure, it's a Charizard.
First edition. I didn't see this, actually. First edition Gyarados from first edition base set in a 9 ended at $900. We got the Lugia in a 9 ending at 840. Shame that one wasn't in a 10 because that's a lovely card.
Beautiful card.
There's a Pikachu that's ended, but I know there's plenty more still about. Oh no, I'm starting to panic. Another Pikachu's ended. The Gold Star Groudon has ended. I wonder what like the PSA 10 Entei for and the CGC 10 went for, if they're still going. Right, let's see where we are. Down, we've halved again, 375. Wow. So quite a few Charizards. I'm surprised. Have you gone Charizard at all when we've been doing last Pokemon?
I think I did like week 1.
Oh.
And then
we had the most
expensive.
Random Pokemon at the end. Yeah, it is. But then we've had some really cheap last couple of cards, and then we have had expensive ones down to the last. So yeah, you can never tell. The Celebi is still pumping, 470. But again, an $11,000 difference pretty much between that and the 10. That one's still going. Love that AR, by the way, the Japanese right there so nice. In a black label.
Echo says still on the hunt for a reverse hollow Venusaur from Expedition.
Ooh,
raw and oil.
I was going
to
say, are you looking for a specific grade or? Let's just have a little flick through while we've got a couple of minutes here.
Eugene says we are bidding on the Power Keeper Charizard. Best of luck. Hopefully, you can get something. You can win it.
Breadboy, I'll be catching up on all emails over the next couple of days. Sorry, I was out of the office at the end of last week, and then again out of the office basically most of the weekend. So be catching up on emails. And yes, I am still doing PSA subs, but I'll send you all the details on that. Quite a few of these Plasma Storm Charizards tonight in PSA, and obviously the Plasma Gale, the Japanese. We got more Tropical Tidal Waves there. Worlds 06 in a CGC 9. We got some Pikachus. We are all good.
That Mew's really
There's
cool.
that Power Keeper Zard. Oh, this one here. We saw this last week as well.
Yeah.
Which was really nice. It's a shame. It's really hard on the scan to see the how
full
nice
card.
the holo is. Yeah. Oh wow, what would be again? It makes it look really dark, but it's not actually like that in person.
Oh my god, that's like the Snap. That's like Pokemon Snap, like the.
That's actually quite cool.
The sprite of it.
$165. Could be one for you to add to the collection.
That's cool. I've never seen that card before.
Right, we've got 1 minute 44. Let's see what else we have got available. Oh yeah, then there's the Blastoise from Plasma Storm as well.
That Ho EX is really cool.
So many EX cards tonight. There was a bunch that were in 10s that we saw. Seen a few in 9s, and then we're seeing like 1 or 2 in CGC as well. Whether they're all from the same person or not, I'm not sure. We got some Prime down here. Tyranitar Prime from Unleashed in a 9.
So many. I love that that Blues Tactics.
Here.
Yeah, the Charmander. I think that's sick.
PSA 10 as well. Very, very nice. Oh,
it's 2
beauty.
actually.
The SL Deoxys from Call of Legends. What a set as well, guys, by the way. Shining Tyranitar. And so we're on page 3, but we're already down at the $125 mark. Yep. So again, not as many of the really high-end stuff tends to sort of be at this point. Actually, we have had weeks, though, where I think some of the real high-end has lasted all the way. I think it just depends on what it is. But
yeah.
Japanese Level X Zard in a 9 as well.
Jamal says, Chloe Dean, I'm on the hunt for a Charizard EX from Fire Red Leaf Green in Near Mint for literally the last EX Raw I need for my Near Mint EX set. happen to know anyone that's might have it.
Not a card that I see come up often.
I don't think I've ever seen one raw.
Let alone raw. I've seen it graded a few times available, but not raw. If I see anything, I will let you know, because that will stand out if it does come up. But yeah, don't think I've seen in the last year anyone selling a raw copy, let alone a near mint raw copy. So that is quite like it's like the last dandelion getting that one.
That's a holy grail card for me now. I want that Charizard EX.
In a 10 or?
In a 10. That's such a cool card.
Let's go back. Oh, we've just missed the window.
Math Swampman says, I still have that Suicune EX that you pulled me in an EX opening. If you guys make it to Chicago, I may ask you to sign it. Damn,
Daniel.
What a card.
What a card. One day in a 10, one day. We were actually talking about that earlier, Matt Swampman.
Are you going to grade it? Let us know.
So the Gengar sold 3,840 right there. The Zard, the Latias, the Tortank.
Let's go.
Is still going. The Japanese Plasma Gale Charizard in a 9 has sold at 1,140. So we saw this in English. We saw this in Japanese sell last week for just over $5,000, I think. Roughly, we got the EX Deoxys. I feel like this slipped under the radar in the beginning, and again, like price wise, I feel like this is quite, this is the EX Deoxys from Deoxys.
Yeah.
Like you would have, I don't know.
That would have been like one of the bigger cards.
Yeah, but again, we'll see where that one goes. Quite a few bits have sold there. So there was 375 items. Let's see where we go with that one. That one's sold now, so we can shut that one down. Celebi is still going right there.
Go to Paul says, I picked up a PSA 10 Blastoise EX from CP6. Nice.
Love CP6.
What are you planning to do with that? Anything in particular, or
have you opened CP6?
I've never opened up CP6.
It's actually
it's
really
Japanese
fun.
evolutions, right?
Yeah, it's really, really fun. I feel like I want to do a CP6 break again. Okay, so we've got the Black Label still going. Some nice cards still sitting at the top there, but as you can see already, we go from 1,900 as the top, and if I scroll down to the bottom of this page, we're already down to like the $195-$200 mark, although quite a few of these have just had bids on as well. So the next bidding window is another 2-3 minutes until it closes, and then what happens is at 8 p.m. Pacific time, the bidding window starts becoming a minute.
Yeah.
So
I think it's crazy.
The first all access extended bidding window is from 7 p.m. till 7:30 p.m. Pacific. And then after that, it's every 5 minutes all the way till 8 p.m. And then at 8 p.m. it goes down to a minute. Once you've watched the streams and you've sort of like been here following along, or you've been watching yourself, it's kind of easier to understand. It can sound a bit confusing, but it's not at all. It's actually really, really simple. And at the very end is where it gets really tense and really exciting. Always wanted to open CP6, done a pack but not a box. I think I've done 2 or 3 boxes on the channel now.
Never done one.
And I've pulled the Charizard from every box that we've opened, but one of them, the person I pulled it for got it graded and it got a 10.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Dean, how would you feel about signing my first edition Hollows Charizard? Surely not. Why would you want that on that? That's a beautiful
Why
card.
would you want that on that? Do you remember at World someone got you to sign a base Zard and me to sign a base Chansey?
I signed Kerry's Dark Charizard.
I've signed too many base Chanseys for my comfort level. I feel like no one needs my name scribbled all over it. I mean, some of them are really beat up. I appreciate you guys even asking that.
Brandon makes a really good point. That Deoxys is in Italian.
Right, so you know that thing
where it's really easy to miss it,
where someone bid on that Ho-Oh without reading.
Yeah,
I am that prime example.
Yeah, same.
I would like to argue it is 2:48 a.m, so my eyes maybe aren't working as well, but I'm the prime example of not paying attention. You know, like when I do that confident walk. Where I just start walking in a direction. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going, but I walk and I expect everyone to follow along. And it doesn't always end well. So Connor's saying, altogether I picked up base set Zard in an 8, Miracle Crystal Zard. Base set Zard in an 8, Miracle Crystal Zard 8, Charizard EX in 10 special delivery Zard 8.5 and 2 rainbow rares. It's been a great night.
Congrats.
Connor, you've picked up some real fire over the last, I feel like pretty much since we started doing these streams, which is incredible, were you purchasing on PWCC prior, or is it something you started doing after you started jumping in on the streams? Would be very, very intrigued to know. Castle Knight, sorry if I haven't shouted you out this evening, by the way. Thank you very, very much for being here.
Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Castle Knight.
If I'm late, can you start over? Unfortunately, once the auction's gone, the auction is gone. But guys, you can watch it back. All of these streams saved to the channel, and PWCC, we're now doing highlights of some of the streams. A reel actually got dropped today, so make sure you're following myself on Instagram, Dean on Instagram, and PWCC, and you'll actually be able to see that real collab post that I did with PWCC, because I think there's quite a few people who watch the channel that don't follow the socials, and we're both extremely active on Instagram. We keep everyone up to date with what we're doing on there, so make sure you're following Pokey Chloe on all social platforms. The Latios has sold, so that is a PSA 9 going for 2,280 right there. This Black Label Umbreon has sold for 630.
Just want to let you know there's still 3 tour tanks.
Okay, don't be too confident, because number 1, they're not tour tanks, they're Blastoise, and at number 2, Pikachu is going to win. Right, so let's do a little refresh. We were at
if we're playing that game, then like a tidal wave that's got a Pikachu on it, it does not count. It's not.
I never said that.
All right, I'm just
you're absolutely getting defensive already.
I am.
The defense mechanisms are up. We're down to 145 now. So the Black Label Zard has had another bid to 2,000. 2,000. Oh my goodness.
I'd love to know how many Black Labels
there are. This is still going as well.
Card.
I wonder if, I know. That'd be interesting. I wonder if it says, if we open it up, sometimes they have something. No, it doesn't say. Sometimes they'll have like another little line
description
there. This is still going. Again, massive difference from its PSA 10 counterpart, but I wonder if the PSA 10 selling for such a high price has influenced this to maybe, stick around for a bit longer. What do you reckon the sign binder would get if graded? That is like, it's priceless, that binder, Ian. Priceless. Ian, how are you feeling after your absolute marathon of a stream? Yeah. How are you feeling?
Congrats on that. Green Tea says Mew is going to be the last Mon standing. Go to Paul says I'm trying to complete all the EXCP6 PSA 10s in English and Japanese. That's a cool little target and goal. I like that. That's cool.
Connor said, I knew of PWCC prior, but didn't really pay a lot of attention until you started, because I always thought it was only high-end price items. And this is why this sort of content is so good, especially for like me, who doesn't really do the whole like market analysis, like reporting on, any other auctions really. It is good for that kind of exposure to let people know, like we said, $5 all the way up to $500,000. Like there is something for everyone, depending what you want.
Mike says he may not win Tour Tank argument, but he's won the respect of the chat. Mike, for the culture, my friend. I appreciate you.
Hold control on your keyboard. Yeah, Flash. The problem is there is too much stuff in front of my keyboard to reach, which is why I do it with the mouse every time. But thank you. I appreciate you. So we have a minute left. That Zard, I think, might be one. When the Umbreon was happening and it just kept going up and up and up and up.
It might be a contender. It might be a contender.
Have we seen this in a Black Label before?
I feel like
it rings a bell. Yeah. As in, since we've been doing the streams, not as in does it exist in a Black Label? It obviously does. But yeah, since we've been doing the streams, I'm also wondering, does this person know this is Italian? Yeah, that's also.
I defo didn't.
No, the eyes were not working on that one. Is that a? Oh, there's quite a few Italian cards as well. Hold on.
Is the Celebi in Italian?
So interesting. This here defined Italian.
Yeah.
This here doesn't define on the label.
Oh yeah.
Even though they have put it in the description, they haven't noted that the label.
Unless you click in on it, does it say in the description?
But like,
you know how the Ho-Oh.
Yeah. Oh, it does say there. But again, Italian.
Yeah.
There's nothing to define Italian. A lot of Italian cards in tonight. My body clock's mess. Oh, Sean, do you have work as well? in however many hours.
It's at 3 a.m.
Praying for you.
It's going to be a long
Quite a lot
day.
of Charizards tonight as well, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Right, 30 seconds until the next window. A few items that haven't been bid on.
DMC says, I want a BGS 9.5 Dark Phantasma. How do I say that? Phantasma. Snorlax, only $12. Wanted a graded one for a while. I love Snorlax eating food cards. Hey, congrats. That's sick. $12 too. That's a little steal right there.
Let's just see where this is going to go. So the Italian Deoxys just had a bid. Literally in the that's the last second sniping if I've ever seen it. It takes a couple of seconds to. We just won the Power Keeper Zard. Morgan
Congrats.
is so happy. Eugene, insane.
Congratulations.
What a pickup! Right, so a few bits have sold right here. We'll do a little.
We're
refresh.
down to 2 tour tanks.
I mean, if we're being politically correct, there's no tour tanks, but this is still going as well.
Yeah, that literally might, like you said, it's a good shout.
I feel like
be affected by the PSA 10.
Yeah, I feel like for the considering with 7:55 p.m. now, there's still 93.
Yep.
I feel like that's a lot. And again, I know this has been the biggest auction block, but I feel like that is quite a lot to still be going at this time. And just a reminder, guys, we do this stream every single Sunday. It's normally a 2 a.m. UK time start. However, just because of the clock situation, it will be back to normal 2 a.m. UK time from next week. It was meant to be 1 a.m. this week and last week, but last week we didn't know until we were already till we were already there and streaming. I know, me and Ian are both dead, man. Oh, yeah, you guys. Oh, my goodness. Sean going out. And Ian, that stream was mammoth. I think I caught you when you were making your breakfast. And then, I caught you, periodically throughout. I was, jumping in and out. And then you streamed, obviously, just, overnight here while I slept. And then I think I remember the butler saying, I think Ian's just finished his stream. And I was like, oh my goodness, that seemed like a long time ago that you'd started. So yeah, that was incredible. Right, let's keep going. So 3 minutes. Zard hasn't had a bid. The Deoxys has had another bid to take it up to 1100 right now. Let's have a little scroll through. Charles from Tacoma, Washington, welcome in.
Someone's keeping the tour tank dream alive. We've got one bid.
You got one.
We've got one bid.
Right, there's a Pikachu there. So already Pikachu there. I just need to be confident that there's plenty of Pikachus. Yeah.
I've got a bid on it though.
Oh, that's the Pikachu World Collection.
That's a cool card.
Pop Series 3 Jolteon. That is a beauty there in a 9. Oh, we got loads of Pikachu. Oh, we are flying.
That don't count.
What? That?
Yeah. It doesn't say Pikachu. Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, my God. Ignore me.
Are you alright?
Do you know what
I was about to fight you then. I was about to swing.
Do you know what I saw? I saw the Pokeball. You know, there's the 2 versions. For some reason, in my head, it was the other one.
Your eyes weren't registering.
No, they weren't. It was denial. It was absolute denial.
We're about to have a bit of beef there. Oh, there is plenty of Pikas to keep us going right here. You caught us early. We did indeed, Ian. Oh, we got some cracked ice there. Hidden Legends, cool. Registeel EX, that is very cool. I love that Rayquaza from Supreme Victors.
That's sick.
I've mentioned that before. That's been up a few times since we've been doing these. I wonder how that Kyogre compares to our little squidgy Kyogre up there. Got the Union cards as well. So we got a lot of and we noticed this. Did we notice this on last week's stream, or was it when we looked ahead that it appears that Chum-Li appears to be selling a lot of his cards.
Yeah, we noticed that last week.
So he's actually signed the CGC
case
label.
Oh, is it the label?
That's a biro. That's not a Sharpie. And
you can't. It's a thin Sharpie. But only thing is, how would you sign the label?
That is signed on the label. That is a biro.
Crazy.
So obviously has something going on with CGC, and then on the back it's got the Chum-Li collection as well. They've given it an actual pedigree, kind of like when we did our worlds. Yeah.
40 seconds left though.
Base too chancy.
No bid on the Celebi.
No bid on the Celebi, yeah. Love that Scyther right there. Really cool artwork. Some Japanese. Yeah. Oh, no, that's actually Chinese. But there were some Japanese EX earlier as well. 20 seconds to go. Let's just go to page 4.
Some are signed and some are unsigned by him. Oh, okay.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh, wait. Oh, was someone after... Oh, they were after Reverse Hollow Venusaur. I just saw...
Oh, from...
Oh, was it Skyroad or Expedition?
Oh, another Chumley right there. Wigglytuff. Oh, yeah. See, that one is Chumley Collection, but it's not signed.
Right.
Whereas those ones are. So maybe he was like around to sign a few and not the others. There's quite a few of them, actually.
The
Okay.
Charizard sold.
Oh.
The Celebi sold. Why did it lock you out?
That's really weird. Celebi sold for $660. So, I mean, again, it's pretty much an $10,500 difference between a PSA 9 and a PSA 10.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Chumley has a lot for next week too. Oh, cool. We should have asked him about that when we saw him, because he did the Expedition box break with us. He was there.
He was there.
But I didn't even realise he had cards up.
So the Charizard and Black Label sold for $2,400 with buyer's premium.
Okay.
Which is,
I mean,
a lot of money.
Bear in mind that's Japanese Celebration's 25th anniversary, so that came out not last October, around the end of 2021, basically, towards the end of the year.
But like I said, it'd be really interesting to see the pop report on how many Black Label 10s there are.
Yeah, it would. We've definitely seen a few of those before. So we're down to 30 items left now. The highest being 1225, and then we go lowest right here.
There's one tour tank left.
Is $18. So again, there's one tour tank. Got Southern Islands in as well.
Butterfree could be a play.
You can't change your mind.
I'm not
now.
changing my mind. I'm just saying. just observing.
Are you observing?
Observing.
Okay, I'm starting to have a hot panic attack right here. There's only one Pikachu left.
Yeah.
We went from having Pikachu galore to one Pikachu. There's Pichu.
But no, there's one.
Raichu. What happened there? Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to do a refresh right here. Honestly. Oh, what happened there? Don't tell me everything ended then and there.
No, it didn't.
We've had a glitch in the... Hold on. We've had a glitch.
I don't know why it keeps logging you out.
It is just... Let's start again. It does not like me today.
And that's that.
Enough room for the butler to squeeze in. I did say to him, it looks like there's more room between us than there actually is.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, there is not a lot of room,
no.
I'm telling you. Right, so let's go there.
Could get him a mic, though.
Yeah, however, he is on the far side of the room.
He's
and he is not in any fit state. Okay, I hate to say it, but I'm out. There's no
out.
Pikachus left.
Oh, dear.
But technically, there's no tour tanks left either.
What did the butler bid on? Not bid on. Oh, you said Scott. Yeah, Scott's long gone.
That was his last card standing.
Scott's gone home.
14 left. And my eyes are absolutely deceiving me that there is a Blastoise.
There's a tour tank.
But it's not tour tank. I'm going to be strict with that. It's not a tour tank.
Oh, get out of here. What is... Chat.
If I did
Listen
that,
to the party pooper over here.
If I did that, it would be the end of the world. You were about to fight me over the fact that gold card wasn't a Pikachu. I was about to fight you over it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
My eyes are deceiving. Tour tank is, you know. Guys, tour tank, come on.
In honour of Zard Night, I'm getting myself a pineapple pizza. Connor, you got to go and see someone about that.
Yeah.
That is not healthy.
You need to look in the mirror and have a good old look.
Give yourself a pep talk like Dean gave himself earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is going to do a refresh. We're going to have a few bits sold here by the looks of it. Let me do a little... All Blastoise are tour tanks.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no, there is a Pikachu.
Oh, birthday Pikachu. You know? Go Paul's nice pickup, man.
You need help.
No, you need help.
You need help.
You need help.
DMC. How was I missing that? Green tea. Everyone trying to tell me. So I'm so hyped up about this one over here. Right, we will hold on for a few more moments just to see where this goes.
Oh, it's got a bid on it too.
What, the Pikachu?
Oh, it's 76. It's not even like expensive either. At least my Tortank's at 825.
Hold on, no, there's no comparison with pricing here.
Yeah,
it's Pokemon.
Come on, Tortank. Last card standing.
Get out
this
here,
will be an absolute one for the ages if I've called this. Although I feel like it's gonna be something weird.
What the end?
Yeah.
It was. I never forget that first week we were down to an Arbok and something else, and I just remember thinking, "How did we get here?"
I know how did.
But then some weeks it's actually been really big cards, like literally as the last couple. It varies every week, but this time with there being so many cards, over literally just under 7,000, 6,800 and something, which is insane.
Yeah, Go to Paul's got the EX Deoxys Reverse Holo Gyarados.
Oh, wow.
It's a nice card.
Chonky Tortank Power.
Yes. Anyone know how much the Iron Treads EX Secret Art would go for? I pulled one yesterday for pre-release.
There's not going to be strong pricing on that. There's not going to be any pricing on that at the moment.
If you're looking to sell, I'd probably put it up as quickly as possible before the set comes out, just because it will probably get pulled a lot. So when with these pre-release, getting these cards for pre-release, it's hard. Don't tell me he's gone.
I've won.
No, you.
Out of me and you, I've won.
No, you haven't.
I have though.
You didn't say birthday Pikachu.
Oh.
You said Pikachu. If we're going down that much detail,
you're killing me here.
You set the rule, not me.
You were.
You went. Tortank's not Blastoise. It's Tortank. Well, you didn't say birthday Pikachu.
Is that your
you
best
went.
impression of it?
You said Pikachu. You didn't say birthday Pikachu.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Well, let's just see.
Out of these ones, what do you think? I feel like this Topps card's getting
this Topps card has. I mean, we didn't see this in the beginning. This would have probably been somewhere like not at the very end, but again, that's the thing. When there's so many pages, obviously we try and look through as much as we can, but we get carried away chatting about things. So it's always worth, guys, making sure you have a look on the week leading up to see what's coming up. But yeah, that Topps card looks like it might. There's 2 Chumlee cards as well in the
Chumlee for the win, apparently.
Chumlee for the win. Right, guys. This looks like it might go on for a little bit longer. There's still 5 cards going.
20 seconds left.
Still 5 cards going. So just a little reminder, we're here every Sunday, same time. However, next week for the UK, it will be a 2 a.m. UK time start. If you haven't already, please be sure to hit that like button. Let us know if you enjoy this content. We've been loving it. We've been having a great time. And just a little reminder that every single week on Instagram, I do a social media post now with my top picks and some fun facts about them. I'll also make sure that I share out the auctions so you guys can kind of get ahead and have a little look. Always make sure you can always see next week's auction. So make sure you are checking it out if you haven't already. And then it gives you a bit of insight to what's coming up. And guys, always as we ask, let us know if you're bidding on anything. We always love to know what you guys win. I think Connor did very well this evening.
Yeah, congrats to all the winners.
Lots of bits.
Picked some stuff up.
But I think we're going to leave it there for the night. Guys, if you carry on watching, you're going to have to let us know what is the...
maybe put in the comment section
if
what
it's
the winner was.
What the last card standing was. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate you. I'll be back here streaming on Wednesday. Dean's streaming on his channel on Tuesday. Make sure you're following Dean as well. And yeah, thank you for joining us this evening. Have a great rest of the evening wherever you are. And we'll see you again next time. Good night, everyone.
Take care.